For me, it's about the law and people. I just need facts, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Just facts. And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. And I encouraged people to talk to each other to try to resolve their problems.
Justice with truth.
Do not waste your time and do not waste mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Tracy Love is suing Dr. Anthony Zachary in the amount of $8,000. Ms. Love claims the defendant botched her cosmetic surgery procedure and says she shouldn't have to pay to correct it. Dr. Zachary is countersuing for $10,000.
Ms. Love, you are suing the defendant, Dr. Zachary, for $8,000.
That's correct, Your
For a
Honor.
plastic surgery procedure that you claim was done inappropriately. And Dr. Zachary, you are countersuing the plaintiff for $10,000 for defamation of character because you say she wrote a post that made you lose business. That was not true, correct?
Correct,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
so, Ms. Love, explain what happened.
I have a botched BBL, and I'm just not happy.
Tell me why you decided to get a BBL.
My best friend got one, and she went to Dr. Zachary, and he did an outstanding job with her. It was amazing, and that's the whole reason why I wanted to get one, because I'd been thinking about it for a long time, but I was nervous.
Okay, so tell me about your homework about doing the surgery.
I saw her job. She was telling me about it, the whole energy behind the conversation. I was like, yeah. And we're in the same industry, Your Honor. So we're both Instagram models.
Did they explain to you what you had to do immediately after surgery?
He did, and
Did you get a list? Do you give patients a piece of paper?
Yes, we have a printed out list that has
Do
all
you
of
have
the
that
instructions.
for me that I
do.
can look at? Cinder, please. Did you get this piece of paper that has all the instructions?
I did.
Did you read it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and give me some post-surgery care instructions. When were you going to be able to sit? Do you remember?
I know it was going to be post-op, and what happened was after I was sent home with a care package. Dr. Zachary gave me a care package with medication, and he told me to make an appointment for post-op with my nurse ASAP.
Okay.
I was in so much pain, Your Honor, and
Naturally.
actually the medication I went right to sleep, and I slept through the whole day.
So it says here you can't sit on your behind for almost 3 weeks. Why?
Because the tissue will become compromised and can lead to
So
defamation.
how are they supposed to sit? How is somebody who has a BBL?
There's a special pillow called a booty pillow that takes the pressure off of the buttocks and puts it on the thighs.
And you're supposed to use the booty pillow too?
Exactly,
doing that?
and the compression garment. All of this is to ensure that the area does not end up deformed. The
Ms.
tissue.
Love claims that she was in severe pain. Is that normal?
It is normal to experience pain, and we do offer some pain medications.
Do some
which she
have
took.
more pain than others?
It depends on the person. Some people do experience more pain than others, but typically it's not normal.
Did you call the doctor or the doctor's office, Ms. Love, and explain to them that you're experiencing, or when you were on the phone with the nurse, say it's super painful?
It was a Zoom call, and when I woke up the next day, I felt like I was hit by a truck.
How did you sleep?
I don't remember. I was asleep.
Were you on your back?
I don't remember. That's the thing. I took these meds, and the pain was so fierce that I think that maybe it happened where I didn't sleep totally on my stomach. I want to say I did the right thing, but I can't remember.
But you didn't take the pain medication before you fell asleep. You took it as you were going to sleep. So you don't remember when you lied down?
I did take the medication. I remember taking the medication. I don't remember falling asleep in the way that I fell asleep, in the position that I was in.
How did you wake up? In what position?
On my side.
On your side.
Yeah.
Did you wake up and it hurt the moment you woke up? You're behind?
I mostly just felt like I was hit with a semi. Like I felt very woozy, and like I just been through, I don't know, crazy times.
So, but that's really normal after surgery. You know, any surgery, you're going to feel woozy. You're going to feel a lot of pain. I mean, I've never gotten a BBL, but I would imagine after any surgery, especially something like that. Like I said, this is not Botox, this is not filler. Okay, so you woke up, you still felt horrible, and what happened then?
Well, at that point, I went ahead and I messaged the nurse. We got on a Zoom call, and she, you know, checked it out, and it was lopsided on one side. I mean, since it happened, I've been wearing long jackets. I just have not been the same, haven't felt the same.
So
was
it's crooked
traumatizing.
on one side.
On one
Did the
side.
nurse practice, is that normal?
Your Honor, within the first few days after an operation, the swelling is such that you can't really tell if it's lopsided or not until the swelling has reduced. And that's what the nurses advised her, was that we really need to wait until the swelling has gone down in order to fully assess.
Did they
Bandages off.
reiterate the instructions for you?
After the phone call, I certainly did.
Coming up on Justice for All.
The nurse was questioning her about utilizing the pillow, utilizing the garment, and she
You
said
know,
that
I
she
didn't
was
have a
not
chance
doing
to
it
do all
regularly.
that. Excuse me.
Why
I didn't
didn't you have a chance to do that? You kinda
Because
had to.
that same day, I fell asleep after taking all those meds. I was incapacitated.
And later,
All right, and through college you became friends? Are you guys
We
best
were
friends?
best friends.
Were or are?
We were.
Okay.
Until now, we were best friends. We shared everything together. We talked almost every day.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Tracy Love, who is suing Dr. Anthony Zachary for professional malpractice.
During their Zoom call, the nurse was questioning her about utilizing the pillow, utilizing the garment, and she
You
said
know,
that
I
she
didn't
was
have a
not
chance
doing
to
it
do all
regularly.
that. Excuse me.
Why
I
didn't you have a chance to do that? You kinda
Because
had to.
that same day, I fell asleep after taking all those meds. I was incapacitated.
All right, so, okay, so it's been did you go back and have the doctor look at your behind?
I did. Well, 3 days after, when he took the bandages off, I was freaked out, and I complained, and I wanted my money back. And he said, Dr. Zachary said, "There's no way for you to tell this early on."
There is a corrective procedure that is done by my office. We did offer that to Miss Love. She did not want to pay for that. Generally,
Why would you charge her?
Well, we have to cover the anesthesia and the
Well,
services
that's normal,
provided.
Yeah. So were you getting any money, or these
No,
were just
I
to
was
cover
not
the
making
cost?
any money. Generally, the procedure for correction is $2,500. We offered it at $1,500 just to cover the cost, so that I wasn't making any
The
money.
surgery center,
Right,
anesthesia. That's normal. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I want
Did
her
you
to
sign a
look good.
contract that said, none of you, or you gave that to me, that explained if there is a possibility of a revision, how much it would be?
I have a copy here.
Okay, so I understand you. What other evidence do you have, Miss Love? What else happened?
Other evidence. I can show you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, can you stand over here, or where I can see you, because I can't
I'll
see
just
you.
come over here.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So,
So one side's definitely bigger than the other, doctor.
Yes.
Is that fixable?
It is fixable. We can do some corrections.
What do you
and
think happened?
I believe that she was sitting and sleeping on the area, and it caused the tissue to be compromised and to shift.
Would one day of sleeping on the behind ruin it that way?
It can begin to compromise the tissue, but generally it would
But
take
so
several
severely?
instances. To be so severe, I think she was sitting on it quite frequently. In
I was
fact,
not.
we found some
That's false.
social media posts that she was making that actually show her sitting
Okay, let me see.
in the position.
Yeah,
I can share
give
that
me
with
all
you.
your evidence, because we still have to get to your
To
defamation
the
of character.
counterclaim, because she also posted just scandalous messages on social media about
Okay.
my office and the work that we do, which actually resulted in several clients canceling.
Okay, so you are sitting. Here, I mean, you look absolutely gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but you're sitting.
okay. And when was that? When does he allege that was taken?
I don't know, it says, he wrote here 24 hours after your surgery.
That's impossible.
I don't know.
So out of it. I just wanted my money back at that point. However, since that wasn't possible, Your Honor.
You know, it even says it in the contract.
I didn't trust
Revisions
that.
are very normal when people have plastic surgery, something may happen, and the doctor may charge for a revision, but it is in your contract because it's true, it's not a guarantee. Nothing is a guarantee. And they do have it in the contract that you signed. If a revision is necessary, they would charge you $25, but he charged you $15.
You know, he's not the only one that lost money. I have an email right here from Victoria Garden, and they terminated my contract. And this is a major contract.
How do they terminate your contract? Why? And why would they? Do you have any more evidence that you have? That's it.
That's
so
all.
You're saying you lost money.
Right.
So listen, when you get surgery, especially cosmetic surgery, it doesn't always turn out the way we want it to. And the problem here is you're trying to allege that the doctor did something incorrect or that he botched your surgery, but I don't have enough evidence. You have not provided me evidence to prove he committed malpractice. And you still haven't been clear with me as in if you did follow all the post-op procedures. And I have a feeling you didn't. So your claim, I will deny for $8,000. Dr. Zachary, you're suing for $10,000, okay?
Correct.
She put on Instagram, stay away from Dr. Zachary if you ever want a chance of natural-looking BBL.
That's correct. As a
Okay.
result, 2 very high-profile clients canceled their operation.
So defamation of character. She has to say a statement about you, which she did. It has to be false. If you ever want a chance of a natural-looking BBL, is it false? That's her opinion, isn't it? Unfortunately, to stay away from Dr. Zachary, if you ever want a chance of a natural BB-looking L, it's definitely on her Instagram, right?
Correct.
It's her opinion. Okay? So based on the evidence, I will deny the plaintiff's claim for $8,000. And Dr. Zachary, I will also deny your countersuit of $10,000. Good luck to you both.
Judge Perez has ruled both claims are denied.
This ain't over yet.
I believe the judge came to the right decision.
Coming up on Justice for All.
A week before moving in, she just bails on me.
I didn't bail on her. There was very little of agreement in the first place. She had been in a relationship with a dude who was just completely taking advantage of her.
Peyton Foster is suing Cynthia Neves in the amount of $1,800. Ms. Foster claims her best friend bailed a week before they were supposed to move into a new apartment and says a lease had already been signed.
Ms. Foster, you are suing the defendant for $1,800.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and this stems from an agreement that you allege you had an agreement with the defendant about moving in together into an apartment?
Yes, we had
Okay.
a verbal agreement about moving into the apartment that she found, and then a week before moving in, she just bails on me.
I didn't bail on her. There was very little of agreement in the first place. She had been in a relationship with a dude who was just completely taking advantage of her.
All right, and through college you became friends? Are you guys
We
best
were
friends?
best friends.
Were or are?
We were.
Okay.
Until now, we were best friends. We shared everything together. We talked almost every day. She's been living with her dad, and he would just always put her down. She was miserable living there, so she's been asking me for years to move in to find a place so that she could move out
Is that true, Ms.
and move in
Neves?
with me.
That is correct. I had been looking into apartments, but Your Honor, I have worked multiple jobs since even the start of high school. My mother was always sick, so I had to find a way to support her and my dad. It wasn't a viable situation for me to just find an apartment, not alone.
And was it your idea to move in with Ms. Foster, or whose idea was it?
It was my idea to look for the apartment. I know that she had been having some issues with her boyfriend at the time, and
Who you don't like at all?
no, Your Honor, when I look at her boyfriend, I see my father.
Coming up,
Did you understand what your best friend was trying to tell you about this young man?
She was just trying to project her father onto my boyfriend.
Does he hurt you, this young
He
man?
never
Does
hurt
he
me.
demean you?
Your
Does
Honor,
he
my
yell
father
at
was never
you?
physically abusive, but I know mental abuse when I see it.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Peyton Foster, who is suing Cynthia Neves for unpaid rent.
No matter what I told her, the advice that I gave her, all of the love that I poured into her to show her her worth and her value as a person outside of this relationship, it didn't mean anything to her.
He's not putting me down. And right now, recently he has been very attentive. Like, he was bringing me flowers. He even sent me flowers to work. He was taking me out.
Did you understand what your best friend was trying to tell you about this young man?
She was just trying to project her father onto my boyfriend.
Does he hurt you, this young man?
He never
Does
hurt
he
me.
demean you?
Your
Does
Honor,
he
my
yell
father
at
was never
you?
physically abusive, but I know mental abuse when I see it.
He doesn't do that anymore.
When did he start changing? After you decided to move in with your
Yeah,
best
when I
friend?
told him that I'm breaking up with him, he's really changed, and he's finally
That's
becoming a man
manipulation,
that
Your Honor.
I've always wanted him to be.
Okay. Ms. Neves, you did say that you went out and looked for the apartment. Is that correct?
That's
Okay.
correct, Your
All
Honor.
right.
Yes.
You went out to look for an apartment to have both of you move in.
Honestly, Your Honor, it was a dream.
Okay.
I was looking in West Hollywood. It is so expensive to live there.
What did you say when she found the apartment?
I loved it.
You
it
loved
was
it.
an amazing apartment. It
Great
was
location,
a great deal.
good apartment for both of you. What happened at that moment when she said, hey, look at this apartment?
We looked at the apartment. We discussed that I was going to put my name on the lease because I have a better credit score than her, and I'm doing better financially. So I had better chances of getting the apartment, and she would just be paying half of the rent to me.
You. Is that true? Anywhere? Sound
it-
familiar?
It is true
Okay,
that we
so it's true.
decided
All
that.
right, we're getting there. We're getting there. This is good.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns.
We got the apartment and we were so
Perfect.
excited. We even discussed of what furniture we're going to be putting in. A week before we were supposed to move in, she tells me that she found another place and she's not going to be staying with me.
She had been telling me weeks after she had signed the lease that she was talking to her ex-boyfriend.
If you're seeing all the signs that you're confident about them and you're sure about them, who's going to be there for her?
I am.
So my job is to figure out if, after considering all the evidence, if there's an actual agreement between you two. You found the apartment, you agreed that she was going to fill out the application, better credit score, better history. Based on the evidence and after considering every statement that you have given me, I find in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant will have to reimburse the plaintiff $1,800. Good luck, girls.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $1,800.
I knew I was going to win the case because you can't just hurt somebody and get away with it.
I did her a favor, and she's going to thank me for that one day.
This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.